What are you doing in my swamp? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for Ash vs. Evil Dead. This is the first time I've ever reviewed a show on here. What I'm doing is I'm reviewing each season as I go, but I'm going to put them all together in one video. So I'm going to start off with season 1. So the show follows Ash, who has been working dead-end jobs at different places throughout the last 30 years, and he eventually has to start facing these deadites who are showing up after he reads out of the Necronomicon, and he goes on a journey with two of his friends, Kelly and Pablo, and they are trying to stop these deadites. And there's a woman named Ruby who's trying to find Ash and everything so she can stop him from killing deadites. She wants to stop him because she wants to be able to rule the world with these deadites that she calls her children. She's the one that wrote the Necronomicon. And but this is a really fun show. This season is really great. The cast is all really good. Bruce Campbell steps back in the role of Ash perfectly. I think he's actually even better now than he was back then. He just is really likable. And the new characters are all really good too. I really like both Pablo and Kelly. They're both really great. Ray Santiago plays Pablo, and he's really hilarious. And he's cool, but he also has this nerdiness to him, and he's just really likable. And Kelly has this tough girl act, but she's also really likable. She's played by Dana DiLorenzo, and she does a really good job playing her. She's like really tough, but she also has like a sensitive, caring side to her too. Kind of like Ash does too. Like he's tough and everything, but deep down he's a really good person. And the three have really great chemistry, and you can tell that all the characters really care about each other, and they play off each other really well. And Lucy Lawless is really great as Ruby, and everything. And I thought she was really good in here too. This show is really well made. The cinematography in here is just amazing, and the special effects for the most part is really good. It has a lot of the makeup effects and stuff you would expect from this franchise. And the Joseph DeLuca returns to do the score for the show, and it's really great. It works really perfect for the show and everything. And season 1 is just really great. I absolutely love it and everything. And as for season 2, this one is really good too. This season follows Ash, Pablo, and Kelly as they team up with Ruby, who after the events of season 1 is her kids have betrayed her and tried to bring their father Ball into the world, and Ball is like really evil and would be a big threat to humanity, so they have to team up to try to stop her kids from bringing him into the world. And when he does end up coming into the world, they're having to fight him. And this is a really good season too. The cast is once again all really great. All of them have really great chemistry together, and there's like new characters added in here. Lee Majors is playing Brock, who is Ash's dad, and he's really good. And the two of them work really good together. They're believable as a father and son, and everything, and I thought that was really cool. We kind of get more of Ash's backstory. We kind of see more of like the aftermath of what happened when he returned from medieval times. And I thought that was really cool too. And it like really showed how messed up his life became and why he was where he was in season 1, when we see him like going dead end jobs and stuff, because like when he returned to his hometown after the events of Army of Darkness, everybody assumed that he like killed all of his friends and his sister and everything, and everybody in the towns turned against him and everything. And it was really interesting to see that, about like what happened, learning stuff about what happened after the third movie happened. I thought that was really cool. And like I said, we get to meet Ash's dad, which I thought was awesome. And there are other new characters in here that are pretty interesting, like one of Ash's old girlfriends, who also happens to be named Linda. His girlfriend in the movies was named Linda, but this is a different Linda. But she's like married to a character that he used to be rivals with at school, that like used to always get bullied and stuff, and he's now the sheriff and everything, and he's like, but he still wants to be with her, and like I think they pretty much indicate that they're going to be getting together. But she's a likable character. She had a daughter too that was really kind of a likable character. She was like a young teenager. She was pretty cool and everything. But I really enjoyed this season. I thought it was a lot of fun. Just as fun as the first season, and all these characters' interactions are all really great. Bruce Campbell is once again absolutely perfect for this, and there's a lot of callbacks to the movies too, which I thought was awesome too. Like there's some stuff, especially if you're fans of Evil Dead 2, that you're gonna really like and everything. And there's also this other new character in here played by Ted Raimi named Chet, and he's just absolutely hilarious. He kind of steals the show whenever he's on screen. But yeah, this season is really good too, and everything. So I really enjoyed season 2. And as for season 3, this season was pretty good too. Not quite as good as the first 2 seasons, but it was still really good. That they introduced a new character played by Ariel O'Neill, who is the daughter of Ash, named Brandy, and she's really good as her, and they do a good job with the relationship between her and Ash. That was really good. Yeah, I thought this was a good season for the most part. Pretty much this season, some teenagers find the book in the forest after the events of season 2, and they unleash the Evil Dead back on Earth, and Ash and his daughter and Pablo and Kelly are trying to stop it again. And this time, Ruby is evil again, like she was in the first season. But I thought this was pretty good until like the last few minutes of it. Like the last few minutes of the series was alright, but I didn't really like the way it ended. They obviously were setting stuff up for a 4th season that we're never going to get because they had to cancel it. And I really hate that they canceled it, because this is a really good show, and even though this season wasn't quite as good as the other 2, I think that it would have been really great to see it continue and everything. But for the most part, it was a good season. The cast and stuff is once again really great in here, and everything. So all in all, I loved Ash vs. Evil Dead. I thought it was a really good show, and like I said, the production values on this was really, really good. It felt like it fit in with the rest of the franchise. The special effects were amazing. There was a lot of gore, and if you could have like a quarter for every time somebody gets sprayed with blood, probably would be pretty rich, because like it seems like at least 2 or 3 times through each episode the characters get sprayed with blood, and like the gore is really, really good in here, and the cinematography is great. It has like some of the best cinematography in the franchise, and this franchise has some pretty good cinematography throughout most of it. And the Joseph DeLuca doing the score is really great too. He does a really great job with the score on here, just like he did with the movies, and just, it was a really, really fun show. It blends horror and comedy really, really well. Keeps you on the edge of your seat throughout the whole series. Makes you want to know what's going to happen next. Unfortunately, we're never going to know what's going to happen next after the way this series ended. Unless there's like a comic book or something that might be a continuation. I don't know if, but I know that Bruce Campbell said that he's retired from playing Ash, which I really wish he wouldn't. I wish that we could see at least maybe one more season or a movie or something to give kind of closure to the full franchise. But all in all, I think that this is a really great show, and if you're a fan of the movies, I definitely would recommend it. It's definitely worth watching and everything. So all in all, I'd give the show a 10 out of 10. It's a really, really good show, and all the seasons are really good. If I were to rank the seasons, I'd probably say from least favorite to most favorite. Least favorite would be, the number 3 spot would be season 3, and the number 2 spot would be season 1, and then the first spot would be season 2. But all 3 seasons are really good. It's a really great show, and it's definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of the Evil Dead franchise. But let me know in the comments what you think of this franchise if you've seen it, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.